What is going on with y'all, man? In this video, figure out your guilt. Guilt makes you act weird. Now, when I'm using the term acting weird, I'm not saying like, oh, a person is different, oh, a person is untraditional, bohemian, unique, out of the box. No, I'm for all of that shit. But I'm talking about acting weird. I'm talking about acting like you don't belong. I'm talking about acting like you don't fit in. I'm talking about acting just like, yeah. And then you get energy from other people. It's because your guilt complex is spiritually fucking up your aura. I mentioned to y'all before, the world don't know you. The world is just seeing you as one singular individual. The world is just seeing you as a solo entity, a person, whoever you are. Even if they don't know your name, they just seeing you. And then once you start fucking talking about your past, talking about your likes and dislikes, then all of that shit is going to start to form somebody's opinion on you. But even beyond all of that, there's a spiritual resonance that already makes somebody start to say, I don't know about that. I don't know about that person. I don't know about this bitch. I don't know about this dude. Because you acting weird. It's because of your guilt. It's because you haven't figured out your own life. You haven't figured out your own thoughts. You haven't figured out your own life and mental equation. Let's just first acknowledge and understand that we all have guilt. We all have shame. We all have embarrassments. We all have regrets. It's a lot of these type of things that this world is just here and it's fucking put on us. Now, again, it's all just mental. It's all society, tradition, family, friends, what you think you should be doing, what you think you should, oh my God, oh my fucking God. This goddamn world, society, and culture that we all live in, that we all been raised up and brought in, it has literally programmed our minds to think and behave in a certain type of way, speak in a certain type of way. That's culture. So yeah, we all got our own fucking lives. Who you are when you by yourself is who you are. It's your reality. It's your world. So your thoughts is your fucking world. Your thoughts is your reality. Your thoughts is all yours. For if they good, bad, positive, nasty, fucking murderous thoughts, fucking super, what's the word, megalomaniac thoughts. Clearly I can't think about the word off top because that's what the fuck I am and what I harbor. But it's not what I fucking lead with in my life. People can't sense, or they probably can, but they can't fully know that I am a goddamn megalomaniac and I have a fucking, really y'all, megalomaniac is just a person that has such, think Megamind from, oh, that's the actual movie. I'm about to watch that shit. Megamind, the cartoon, all type of supervillains. Fucking, who's a person right now in modern day that I am not going to say that name that I was just thinking, but it's a lot of megalomaniacs in this world. And the best way I can put it, other than just throwing a definition up, is just somebody with huge goals, huge fucking ego, narcissist pursuits of how they want their life to go. And then it's going to be people that say that's bad, that's wrong, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't have those big, you shouldn't want to be that big, you shouldn't want to have all of that. And then fuck that. So this is the real thought that I want to get to with y'all. Rappers in this world, the ones that actually make it to the top, or even the ones that's just making money off their rap lifestyle and their lyrics, if they talking about shooting people, killing people, fucking people and not loving them, all of that type shit, they understand the effect that it has. They're just not guilty. They just don't give a fuck. So they gonna spread these lyrics, myself included. But when I tell y'all, there's a degree. This life shit is all about the degree. The degree into which a person, and let's just take motherfucking YoungBoy, NBA YoungBoy. His lyrics is the highest degree of explicitness. All right? And then you take somebody else who is not rapping explicit and is a fucking rap, what's the dude? D1, the fucking gospel rap artist that's here saying to people that we need to clean it up. We need to stop rapping about guns and violence and gangs and sex and all of this type of shit. That's just the Bible programming that made him think like that. But at the same time, I want to just fucking paint the picture, right? I give y'all the two extremes, NBA Youngboy and D1, all right? Yeah, I got NBA Youngboy and D1, the rapper. I think that's his name, D1. So, goddamn. There is a degree to explicitness. There's a degree to fucking crazy, raunchy rap lyrics and bars, or even what you fucking display. You got taking a fucking selfie on Instagram in a bikini, and then you got porn stars. It's all about the degree into which a person is doing something. So my degree and how much I've given violent or whatever lyrics, because I know somebody had commented before that my lyrics is not, it don't match with how I talk. Saying I talk high vibrational shit, but some of my songs is low vibration. Trust me, it's nothing compared to what it could be and what it's gonna be in the future. But I just want to make this video clear because I'm talking to everybody. I'm talking to every single individual on this planet. I'm not here to talk to one specific skin color, one specific demographic, or one specific gender. I want all of y'all to free y'all minds. And that really fucking first off starts with getting to the bottom of your guilt complex. Why are you afraid to say this? Why are you moving like this? Why are you afraid if people perceive you this way? Why are you afraid to say what's truly on your mind? Why are you afraid to fucking really act how you act? Why are you afraid to really be who you are? Okay, let's just be real. Life is all about fitting in versus being yourself. So fitting in is basically playing the societal rules, playing the standards, doing the things that you know need to be done to fit in and make people like you. Win friends and influence people. Check out that audiobook. All right, so that's that part. But then being yourself is your spiritual journey, and merging and mixing it is just the process called psychological integration. It's integrating all of you, all of your shattered aspects, all of the parts of you that are unowned, unacknowledged, not thought about. I promise you, it's all about that integration. Integrating your dark and your light, quote unquote. And your light, oh God, so many ways that I could define what the light is. But for this example, let's just say your light is your happy. It's your excitedness. It's your cordialness. It's your shaking hands and, hey, how are you doing? That's you in the light. You socializing. You around your family. You around your coworkers. You in the dark. For this instance, we're going to say that's you when you by yourself. That's you and your negative thoughts that you harbor to other people. Your dark thoughts about how you see a person, how you feel about them, how you feel about a situation. If it's negative, if it's something angry, if it's something you kind of want to see somebody fucked up, you kind of want to see somebody fail. We can also label your lustfulness in that box of darkness because it's just the hidden. It's just what's not displayed on the outside. It's not displayed in the public, but it is still there. So you must integrate it. Don't ignore it. Don't act like it's not there. Own it and acknowledge it and then integrate it into your life. This is the first step into at least not acting guilty. It's all part of solving your guilt complex. But y'all don't need to be out here acting guilty for what and who you are, because nobody knows what and who you are until you start acting like what and who you are. No, act like what the people want you to be if you just want smooth interactions. But if you want to fucking attract opposition, then be yourself and just expect and go with what comes with it. All right, that's that, y'all. Solve your guilt complex, get down to the bottom of it, and let's just be real, y'all. Guilt is rooted in anger. Guilt is rooted in embarrassment. Guilt is, goddamn, it's such a negative and low emotion, and I subconsciously realized I've worked so hard to not be it, to not be guilty about who and what I am in any case, circumstance, and situation. Therefore, everything checks out in my life. I always feel good. Everybody has a good perception of me in my personal life, and all of my interactions are smooth. It's because I've solved my guilt complex. I've done the shadow work. I'm not held back by no mental things or no fucking demons of anything in life. So that's what I need y'all to get to. Again, all demographics, old people, rappers, professionals, fucking people. If you just working a job normally, if you an athlete, if you was a money-making entrepreneur, salesman, if you a chef, we are all souls having a human experience, and we all go through these exact same emotions. So there is something called the collective consciousness. And when I tap into the collective consciousness, I then realize that we're all sharing the same thoughts. We all have the same view of life. Well, no, that is not the case at all, but we're all viewing the same thing. We have different perspectives of the exact same thing that we're viewing because we're all different people. So we're all viewing the same thing from a different perspective. Social media, all of the fucking, whatever you want to call it, debauchery, politics, Jeffrey Epstein, TikTok, people being addicted, drug users on the street, homeless in San Francisco, gay people in San Francisco, LGBTQ parades all across the world, and you got people anti of those parades. So all of the controversy, all of the polarization, all of the everything, we're all seeing it and witnessing it, and we're all a part of this collective consciousness. So that's why it's like, being yourself, if you were at least just a cool person, right? Because masculinity and femininity is an act. You're acting feminine. You're acting masculine. You're acting dominant. You're acting strong. You're acting like some type of man, right? Same thing with a woman. You being feminine. You being sweet. You being kind. You being coy. You being passive. All right? That's just all an act. So when you really being yourself, it's a merger between your masculine and your feminine. It's a merger between both of those sides of you, and then you just move in life how you would react and move and be in situations. Ultimately, as long as you got a good attitude and you grateful for your life, then when you go out and just act and just be, your life would be good. But it's only because you're holding yourself to certain standards of how you should be behaving, how you think you need to behave. Now, let me be real. The opposite sex is attracted to a certain traditional standard of what they've been programmed to think is what they want. So let's just be real. Women, y'all got a better shot at acting like a woman rather than acting like a dude, or even mixing or merging the two if you looking to attract a mate. Men, y'all have a better chance at attracting women and being attractive to women if you act masculine, if you act tough, strong, stoic, detached, all of those type of traits. But soon as you start getting too loose, laughing too much, fucking talking too much, then you're going to start being perceived as feminine. You're going to start being perceived as, at the very least, less masculine than the next masculine person. So you really got to be careful with it when you're trying to attract somebody. But if you got somebody, and if you just living in life, if you just don't give a fuck to attract nobody because you just want to be free, because you don't want to act, because that's all a relationship is acting and keeping up a role, maintaining it, staying strong, and at the same time competing with that person that you dating and in a relationship with. So if you don't want to fucking go through that, then really just be cool and be chill and just get down to the bottom of your shit and just be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Men in this world is tripping on being too feminine, being perceived as feminine. You embarrassed because some shit happened to you. I get it. Motherfuckers will laugh at you, tease you, talk down on you, and that shit is not a good feeling internally. But shit, goddamn, that's why you got to do your inner work. Because if you can't laugh at yourself, it's actually an issue. Because you are not the body. You are not the person. You are not the ego. You are not all of this shit, all of this physical shit. It is a part of you, and it is your whole self. So referring to him or her or she or he, that is essentially referring to a person's whole self, soul, consciousness, and mind included, the whole self. But again, y'all are a soul. We are a soul. We are souls having a human experience. The infinite mystery, the divine spark of consciousness illuminating and controlling the human body. So all of the identification with the ego, all of the identification with the body, the name, the job title, the occupation, the fucking role, rapper, artist, all of that identification shit is what then will have you mad at somebody who treats you how you don't want to be treated. Because at the end of the day, you are not none of this. None of this is really us. We are inside of this body. We are controlling this body. All right? So that's the main thing that y'all need to fucking grasp and understand, and just really start to program your subconscious mind with that belief. Because your subconscious mind and your mind and brain in general is a separate entity. You control the brain, you control the mind, you have control of the programming of your subconscious mind. So you need to start programming your subconscious mind with the understanding, belief, and knowing that I am a soul having a human experience. You are a soul having a human experience. You are a soul inside of the body. You are consciousness. You are pure awareness, pure thought, pure observation. The eyes are the seat of the soul. So that's another thing. When somebody looking into your eyes, they know exactly what you are. They can sense it. They can feel it. At least somebody that truly know, and they look in your eyes, oh, they know exactly what you are. Eye contact, that shit is trippy, dippy, yippy. Being a human being, being inside the human body, you have so many options to literally go from one type of person to another type of person. You have so many options. And again, y'all, I firmly believe and stand on the fact that you should conquer your demons, figure out your path, your purpose, be super secure and sure on who you are in this world, what you want, how you want to do it, who you want to be, how you want to be, all of those things. And just get super comfortable with your ego. Super confident is really what it is. And confidence is not just some motherfucking thing that you just are randomly. Confidence comes from, what's the root word of it? Confide, confidentiality, fidelity. It's basically knowing your shit, being confident in what you know. Confidence is ultimately rooted in competence, and competence is knowing shit. Competence is being accurately aware of certain knowledge, certain experiential, situational knowledge, certain areas of knowledge. Your competence, your level of full-on understanding of certain definitions, of certain how just things go. Your competence and your confidence, that's the science of it. Now, how it looks on the outside, most people just have situational confidence. They're confident in their field. They're confident at their job. They're confident on the internet. They're confident in their music. But they're not really confident in real life because their competence is not matching their life. They're not smart, but they're good at something. So they appear confident. But let me just be real. And I don't want to shit on nobody that's whatever is not smart even means, but I just want to be logical with y'all, my people, my motherfucking people, because intellect and smartness is a really big tool that you have at your disposal, because life confidence comes from knowing natural law. It comes from understanding spirituality, and it comes from understanding and knowing thyself. And it's a lot of like super singular things that it all starts with up at the top, a very small, minute level of facts and knowledge and thoughts that you can branch off of. And then it branches into everything else. And then the more that you connect the dots and everything else, the more that you know thyself, you then know the world. So let me just be really clear. You got to be honest with yourself. You got to be honest with yourself about where you are, what you know, how confident you are in what you know and what you see in this world. How confident you are about how accurate you are actually describing and viewing and assessing your everyday life. How confident and accurate you are in assessing the human situation of life, of the macrocosm, which is the outside world, and then the microcosm, which is your individual reality. So that's being honest with your own self. Then you got the midrocosm, which is the socializing world. Humanity, socializing, sports, war, conflict, talking, fighting, love, relationships, a job. That's the midrocosm. That's basically the middle point of all of us interacting. All of our macrocosm, all of our motherfucking astrology, all of our astral body, our energy, our spirit, our aura, all of that compared in with our psychology, our habits, our thoughts, all mixed into the midrocosm where we fucking socialize. And then the guilt complex arises from everybody just fucking living in this whole system. Confused. Let me be real. That is the word, y'all. Confused. And maybe that's what I meant when I said not smart. Confused is a better terminology because a lot of people out here is confused. Now, if you've been fucking with young CT, then your confusion is automatically lesser than the rest of the world. Because for one, you know that I exist. And two, you fucking understand that we're all under human governmental slavery right now in this exact moment. The police and military are the absolute portrayers of this motherfucking matrix. They are doing the bidding of their owners, their politicians that pay them money to violate the rights and human fucking free will of society through guns and strong arm and violence. Pulling you over, taking you out your car, arresting you, pointing a gun at you, ICE officers, FBI agents, all of that shit is a whole goddamn state-sponsored terrorism. All right. Therefore, you no longer have to think that we're free. Therefore, you no longer have to be living in cognitive dissonance of the human situation, at the very least. That shit I want y'all to know and be clear on. Now, I am talking to the cops and to the military too. I got love for y'all too. If you fucking with me, then that means that you probably got some real megalomaniac, super level of control and evilness that you really is wielding. If you actually a cop or in the military and you know and understand this shit that I'm saying, and you still choosing to do that, if your heart is still allowing you to be a part of that shit, then hey, take the knowledge. Be guilt-free in this goddamn life because it is all you. It is all your life. And if you got friends and family, people that's in the military, my parents was in the military. So people in this world is all associated with cops, police officers, military, law enforcement, FBI, whoever. You gonna know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. Ultimately, you just gotta fucking let other people live their lives. Because that's just the biggest example of the fact that that still goes on. They are the proprietors of slavery. Cops, police officers, and military people are the proprietors of slavery on this planet. I promise you this. I guarantee you this. And hey, we all fucking sign up and turn a blind eye to human slavery. Let's just be real. I guess it's a fucking mind fuck to think that slavery ended in the 1865 and Abe Lincoln freed the slaves. It's a goddamn mind fuck. It is a trap. It is just fucking mental lies, fairy tale fantasy told on you to think that you living in something different modern day when it is the exact same thing. All right? Just want to be real. Just want to be, what's the word? Not faint, not taint. I want to be frank with you. I want to be frank with you. I got to be frank with you. And frankly, this world, is it good? Is it bad? It's all a mixture of that, good and bad, because government and human slavery and politics and all of this shit is just the improper and imperfect, rather, solution to the fucked upness of life. All right? Life in itself is bad and crazy enough. If it wasn't for the government, if it wasn't for police officers keeping the matrix and control system in order, we will be fighting lions, tigers, and bears. We will be fucking having to hunt for food. We will be going days without, the grocery store wouldn't exist. Video games would not exist. So much would not exist. A comfortable bed and a fucking home that's literally provided for where you can live a life in the country 70 plus years, your whole lifetime not getting invaded. Not having to worry about fucking mercenary agents with assault rifles rolling up on you in a fucking Jeep cargo van trying to fucking ransack your village. You don't have to worry about none of that shit living in America if you choose to participate and go along with the controlled society. But then you got people protesting. You got people out here mad and wanting America to fall. Hey, man, oh man, y'all, I see so much on the internet, and I am going to continue speaking the truth, telling y'all the real, giving it to you real deal spiel. So stay tuned for the next video. I love y'all. Stay God.